Welcome to Triple M Housing in Lethbridge, Alberta, and to our recently expanded multi-million-dollar manufacturing facility. We are using the latest in building technology and implementing innovative new ideas to build quality homes for our customers. Subscribing to all applicable provincial and national associations' code of ethics, the management of Triple M Housing supports and participates in housing industry issues at every level, ensuring our understanding and adherence to all environmental, safety, and building regulations. Triple M Housing is recognized as a leader in the factory-built home industry. In 2005, we became the first builder within our industry to be Built Green certified. In 2010, we became Energy Star certified. And in 2012, we extended our structural warranty from 10 years to 20 years, making it the first of its kind. Since then, we've continued our commitment to many of the procedures established through these programs, and by expanding in areas specifically required by our customers, Triple M's internal quality program has become second to none. All new home construction is supervised and monitored by trained quality control personnel to ensure that every home is built on time, within budget, and exact specifications. We are a company committed to the principle of 100% customer satisfaction. Factory construction means every Triple M home is built in a controlled environment, eliminating weather, theft, vandalism, and other problems that occur when building a home on site. These problems cause scheduling delays with sub-trades that increase labor and material costs and create owner frustration. Every home is built by Triple M's team of full-time employees who are committed to a comprehensive quality management program. Our team includes full-time skilled employees with many years of experience in factory-built housing. Using the latest computer technology, each Triple M home has its own set of blueprints. These drawings are reviewed for accuracy by our technical staff and further scrutinized by our production department. Every detail is examined. Roof design and insulation requirements are based on information for each specific geographic location. Heat loss calculations are performed for each home, taking into account number of doors, windows, and insulation values. We don't believe in leaving anything to chance. It's important for us to assure every Triple M homebuyer will receive decades of security, safety, and comfort from their new home. There are two specific floor systems that we use. For our modular and RTM homes, a wood floor truss is used, and for our single and double-wide manufactured homes, a steel frame is used. The modular floor system is built with a wood floor truss, which allows for the installation of heating and plumbing components within the floor assembly. Our manufactured homes utilize a heavy-gauge dual-tube steel frame with a unique floating joint floor deck secured with glue and screws for superior strength. As with all major components in the home, the floor assembly is constructed on a square and level jig, which provides a significant advantage over site building. Main heating duct components, water lines, and drainage piping are pre-assembled to exact measurements according to the construction drawings. The bottom of the floor is then finished with a heavy poly sheet to minimize air infiltration and keep out insects and small animals. A 3/4-inch subfloor is then installed using glue, screws, and nails for superior strength and longevity. In a lino installation, a conventional overlayment is used. Holes are drilled to match all the plumbing and heating. Heat registers are secured in place and plumbing connections are prepared for hookup. The vinyl flooring is carefully positioned and fully glued in place before any walls are installed. When the lino is in place, it's covered with a sheet of poly to protect the flooring for the remainder of the construction process. Interior walls are pre-built on a jig table using dimensional lumber. As with the floor, all walls are built to exact specifications detailed on the construction drawings. Backing is also installed to ensure everything is securely fastened. Drywall walls are glued and screwed to one side of the partition, while paneling is glued and nailed. Great care is taken to keep the partition square and true. The exterior walls are also assembled on a jig. These structural walls are constructed with 2x6 studs at 24-inch centers to maximize the amount of insulation that can be installed. We utilize a unique rigid wall system of belt rails on certain products, providing extra strength and rigidity, as well as support for the attachment of drywall and exterior sheathing. With a custom-built saw, each stud is notched for 3 rails on the interior face and 2 on the exterior side of the wall. These belt rails provide extra strength and rigidity, as well as support for the attachment of drywall and exterior sheathing. Another unique framing detail is our combination top plate header. At the same time the notches are being made for belt rails, the saw is also cutting a dado on each side of the stud for vertically oriented 2x6s to run the entire length of the wall. The engineering top plate not only eliminates the need for additional header materials over most doors and windows, it's also an insulated space, which provides a thermal break, reducing heat loss at the top of the wall. With the framing complete, a sheet of 6mm poly is pulled the full length of the wall. This is the first step in providing a continuous air vapor barrier that will contribute significantly to the energy efficiency of your home. At M, special attention is paid to the design and construction of the roof system. Our market area covers a variety of climatic regions, so we must ensure that each home is built to perform where they are placed. Engineered roof and floor trusses are used to meet local requirements and constructed on our fully equipped truss line. Hinged roof panels and flip-up eaves have been developed to allow our modular homes to have maximized roof pitches and residential overhangs, but still fall within transportation restrictions. The roof assembly is built in reverse at waist height on a specially designed jig. First, the drywall is laid out and a continuous sheet of poly is pulled into place. The trusses are then set and braced in position. It is important to note that additional backing will also be added at all drywall joints perpendicular to the trusses. With all the framing complete, the chair jockey screws each piece of drywall to the roof trusses. All openings are cut for ceiling fixtures, the drywall is rough taped, and the assembly is ready to be moved into place. Now this is when everything comes together. Plumbing fixtures are connected and tubs and showers are set in place and connected to water lines. Interior walls are lifted into place and secured with screws for superior strength. When all the interior partitions are fastened in place, the exterior walls are hoisted into position and set on a foam gasket to eliminate air infiltration. All walls are then screwed together. The exterior walls are also strapped to the floor system. Your home is now ready for a roof. With a custom-designed hoist, the roof assembly is uniformly lifted and moved into position. It should be noted that one of the benefits of our assembly jigs is the floor, roof, and wall components are constructed square. The roof is lowered onto the exterior walls to be carefully aligned and fastened together. All interior walls are also securely anchored with backing in the ceiling. Two-story homes are typically built as a transport saver, both levels on one floor, which are cut apart on site. This saves time and money, as only one truck is required to transport the home. The 2-story's main floor received a 2x10 ceiling joist, allowing the interior ceiling to be finished on line. It will be later connected to the second floor. It is sealed with a tarp until the craning process is ready to begin. With the trusses in place, a pre-wired electrical panel, assembled to match the custom wiring diagram for your home, can be installed. Wiring for lights, plugs, and switches can now also be hooked up. Building from the inside out ensures that all electrical boxes and exterior walls and the ceiling can be sealed to maintain the integrity of the vapor barrier. In fact, all the openings, nicks, or punctures are sealed before your home is insulated to ensure airtightness of your home for years of comfort and energy efficiency. As your home moves further down our production line, the exterior walls and attic cavity are carefully insulated with friction-fit fiberglass bat insulation. Typically R40 in the roof and R20 in the walls, but ultimately it will depend on where you live. Bat insulation is used instead of some other insulating alternatives. Bat insulation stays where it's put. Blown-in insulation is used in the attic. The wall sheathing is installed using glue and mechanical fasteners. While your roof is being shingled, soffit and fascia are simultaneously being put in place. Insulated exterior doors, high-quality PVC windows, and vinyl siding are added. After all the electrical and plumbing has been installed, drywall finishing proceeds, much as it would in a site-built home. Once the ceiling has been textured and the paint is dried, the balance of the interior finish work can begin. Kitchen and bathroom cabinetry can now be placed, with countertops handcrafted by our cabinet shop. Electrical fixtures and remaining plumbing, like sinks and toilets, are installed, and the systems are completely tested. Underlay is cut and carpet is seamed and added to suit the requirements of your floor plan. In an effort to reduce the amount of time needed to finish your home on site, Triple M installs as much of the floor finish as practical. Our finish crew can now install baseboards, door casings, moldings, tile, and window coverings. Paying particular attention to every cosmetic detail enables our homes to move far ahead of the competition. Every home is inspected through the construction process to ensure that it will meet and in many cases exceed the construction requirements where you live. Only then can a CSA label be placed on the home, confirming that all of the quality assurance requirements for the Canadian Standards Association have been met. Your home is now ready to be transported to the building site for completion. When the house reaches the site, it is either craned or rolled onto the foundation, pylons, or engineered screw piles. When two-story homes reach the site, the transport saver is cut apart, creating the two separate stories of the house. The main floor is craned onto a foundation, and the second floor is craned and secured on top of the main floor. Once the home is placed on site, the crews then complete the finishing touches inside and out. Two-story homes receive a decorative band around the seam where the two pieces connect. Every Triple M home is built with unsurpassed quality and warranty excellence by an industry leader. The most common thing we hear from customers that walk through a finished Triple M home is, "I can't believe this home was built in a factory. It looks great and it feels so solid." What we tell them is where it is built isn't as important as how it is built. And we built this home so anyone that buys it will be proud to show it off for as long as they live in it. Triple M Housing, building your home the right way.